Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crazy Bear's Den. It's good to see you all. Well, not really to see you, but it's good to be back with you. I had to go ahead and make another live stream today because look what just came in the mail. I just got the box in for Destinies with a couple of expansions. And a couple of additional items, and I am so excited to open this up. I wanted to go ahead and make an unboxing video about it. So, many of you may not know what Destinies is, but for those of you, the Destinies is a new, what they call narrative-driven story, well, not story game, but board game. Well, I guess they call it story-driven. So it's a competitive, story-driven board game, and it really looks like, at least in the previews and in the Kickstarter and everything like that, it really looked like it felt like an RPG game. Now this is released by Lucky Duck Games. So if you are interested in getting it, you can go and see it there. And these are actually available to purchase right now for a limited time from Lucky Duck Games. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to have them, but I know that some of these that are Kickstarter exclusives, I believe you can still get. So if this looks interesting to you and you want it, I would recommend go ahead and trying to get it. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce these two names, but these creators, I mean, they made it look fantastic. So I'm excited to try it out. Now it is, 1 to 3 players, which is good for a solo gamer like me, and it's 14 and up. And the only thing that I ever have a problem with is the time, right? 120 to 150 minutes. But with this, you can kind of leave it up and come back to it. So let's get started. Now the first thing I've got that I'm really excited about is these metal coins. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up, and oh man, yeah, take a look at those. Those are beautiful little metal coins, and just listen to them. I love the way that those sound. So I'm excited to have some metal coins to go with this game. I always like the cardboard coins, but those metal ones are going to be great. And then the other thing that I have here for the Kickstarter are these play mats. Now these look amazing. Let's go ahead and pull one out here. Let's take a look at it. And so if you look, they've got spaces for you to hold your counters as you're leveling up and stuff. And this is actually, I guess not leveling up, but these are actually going to be your skills that you're able to do, and they can change when you do level up over time. And so these player mats are very nice, stitched on the ends, and yeah, I feel very good. I'm looking forward to trying it out. All right, so let's open up this box and see what's inside. Okay. Here we go. Oops. So if we look here, we see that it starts off with the rule book, and this rule book is surprisingly light, only 15 pages. So let's see here, 15 pages. But if we look through it, let's just look at a couple of pages here. Again, this is a full color rule book, so it looks really nice. It is a bit large, but oh man, look at those miniatures. Those look good. Dice. Man, guys, I'm really excited to play this game. But it's a nice looking rule book. I mean, I'll have to read it before I know how it looks, but oh wow, look at that. Okay, nice little tray to hold stuff, but let's see here. The first thing I want to look at is, man, look at these miniatures. Okay. I don't know what this one is for, but wow, that is a pretty looking miniature. And oh, thank you there. I'm glad the feed is looking good. I see your comment there. Oh wow, look at this one. This is, I mean, obviously it looks like an angel, but look at the detail of that. And I'm not sure if my camera is picking up, zooming in here, but man, or it's focusing in. These are beautiful. Now these, and this is a part that I thought was interesting about this Kickstarter, is these are tiny minis. I mean, but they have very, very nice detail on them, and I'm looking forward to trying them out here. But you see you've got actually a lot of minis, but since they're of a smaller size, they take up much less space. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to paint these very small minis or not, but they still look really good, and they're going to look good on the table. It reminds me of the Seventh Continent. If you're familiar with that, they also had some small minis that came in their game. So I assume that some of these are heroes, and that some of them are going to be your enemies. And so we'll get to see more of those as we go on. Now let's look at these. These, okay, these are the player boards that come with it. And so I can use the game mats that we got with it, or these player boards. And you notice that these are indented here so that you can actually put the game pieces in here as well. And then this, I like this. This is a little indented, like it's a tray area. I assume to hold your dice or something like that, maybe tokens or anything else. So yep, and there are 3 of them that come with the game. Next you have your different tokens. It looks like you've got your gold tokens, and man, those are nice and thick. Nice thick board for the tokens. There's actually not a whole lot of tokens. That's surprisingly few amounts. So I'm excited to see that. Okay, oh man, hey, these game trays are really nice. And look, they actually have, if you look here, indented areas that are going to hold those tokens once we get them out. So good. All right, so now it comes with a few wooden pieces here, and they're just small wooden pieces. But what these do is, if you look in these fit in here, so you can't. Well, I mean, if you shake it really hard, you can, but it won't shake off just by bumping the table by accident. I love that about this. I know some other games that I've played have the boards where you just put the counters on top of it, and man, I bumped the table a lot. I've probably bumped the table as we've been doing this stream. I apologize for that, but I bumped the table and it sends things flying, and there's really not much you can do about it. Now here's the unique aspect about this game, and these are a bunch of cards here, and we'll open them up and take a look at them. But take a look at these. These are the QR codes on these cards, and the one thing that this game has that can make or break it for some people is you have to use an app with it. And so if you're one of those people that do not like to use any type of electronics while you game, which I can completely understand, if you're one of those people, you're not going to like this. And you know, some of the people are a little off-put by having the QR code right there on the front with the art and everything. So I mean, that's another thing to consider. Now me, I'm excited because the app offers a lot of opportunity. Now keep in mind, I love some of the other story-driven games that I play, and I'm thinking about things like Madara, Act 1. A story-driven game, but to drive that story forward, they have a giant book, which is awesome, and it's great. But if you don't want to use an app, you just got to keep in mind you've got to give up space and weight for the book. This is able to keep the game box small, the components small because it uses an app instead of a game book. And if you think of games like Seventh Continent, for instance, you've got a whole lot more cards in Seventh Continent because it uses the cards to drive the story forward. And so you've got a lot more weight in the game and just a lot more of the cards because you do that. Because they use the app, they don't need that. Now, the good part about it is it's not only an app on the store on your mobile phone or device, but there is also a Steam version so that you can download it on your computer. Because a lot of people worry, hey, what happens if the app goes away, if the company goes under and the App Store, it's taken off the App Store? Well, that's a very valid concern, but they do have it on Steam, so you can download it there and keep it as part of your collection. So the cards, the artwork looks good. I don't know what these are. These look like they have choices on them. I don't want to read or spoil anything, so we're just going to look briefly at them, and it looks like we've got animals and weapons and all sorts of stuff here that we might get in the game. So those look very nice. Let's see here. Let's just look at the two other packs. The two other packs look, very similar with, different components or items that you can get. But here, this is the map, right? There's no board in here. There's no other boards in here. This is the board, and we've seen this happen. We've seen different games utilize this, Seventh Continent being one, Tainted Grail, another one, which I really like as well. And Tainted Grail also utilizes the app, and it is very well done. I really enjoy that, so I believe I'll really enjoy this one as well. And so when you look at these have numbers on the bottom so that you know where you're at, and it's kind of a grayed out look. It's that fog of war look. And then when you turn it over, you see the beautiful color, beautiful artwork that it has. And in the app, it's going to tell you where to put these tokens, right? And these tokens right here are going to be icons that you can interact with, and they may be anything from a location to a shop or a person even, or maybe some other type of event. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I've watched a short video. I've watched a little bit from the Kickstarter site. But again, hey, that is a lot of map to explore. That's awesome. That's exciting. Oh, and we can't forget one of the final components here, the dice. So let's open the purple dice first. I love the purple dice here. Oh yeah. See, those are some pretty dice. They've got some nice marbling to them. I love the gold gilding that it's got. And they're not 1 to 6. There's actually different numbers on it. I don't know them all, but some nice looking dice there. And then we've got these dice, and they're actually slightly bigger, these white dice. If you look, they're bigger than the purple ones, and they're used for a different purpose. I don't know what it is yet, but I am excited to try it out. And I'll put those back in a minute. But there you go. That is actually all the components to Destinies that you get in here. Now, of course, like I said, the app is going to be a big portion of it. So you're going to have to use that. I'm doing something. Oh, let's say I'm doing something wrong here. But let's put this back up, because what I want to do is I want to look at these two other expansions here that came with it. And you know what? I did do that wrong, but that's okay. We're just going to move this one out of the way for a moment. There we go. And I've got some expansions here that came with it. So let's take a look at that. And the first one that I've got up here is the Sea of Sand. expansion. I love desert settings, you know, Arabian Night type style stuff is exciting. Pyramids, mummies, all of that excites me. So let's see what this one has to offer. All right. So again, hey, a rule book, an expansion rule book, and wow, this one, 3 pages. Hey, that's a lot easier. Okay, 3 pages, so not a lot of expansion rules there. That's great. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, that looks like maybe a genie or something else. Oh, I'm excited for that. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's pull this off and take a look. And so we've got, yeah, look at that guy. Wow, that is an awesome looking miniature. Now that one is begging to be painted there. And then of course we've got a lot more of the smaller minis. Here we go, a standard, it looks like almost a standard night mini, as well as several others here. And really, I mean guys, there's a lot to be said for not taking up a lot of room. I really like that. I mean, these are some beautiful looking minis. They look great. They're gonna have great table presence. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to paint them or not. Those are pretty small, but we'll see. So it looks like it has some more maybe characters. So these are characters, right? And items, as well as, wow, a lot more locations. So more things to explore. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I'm excited. That's a nice looking expansion here. So the Sea of Sand. All right. And you know what? If this looks exciting to you and you're thinking, hey, you should do an actual play over this, let me know. Put a comment down below, and hey, if you guys comment on it, I'll set up an actual play and maybe even do one live stream so that maybe you guys can help me make some of the decisions there as well. We can play together, have fun. All right. So this is the last one that I have. Now there was another one that was a 2v2 expansion, and I didn't get that one. But I did get all the other playable game content, and this one is called Myth and Folklore, and I'm pretty excited about this as well. And so if we open it up, it's very similar to the other expansion, where it looks like it has a big boss. Oh wow, multi-armed demon looking thing. Man, that is a cool looking miniature. As well as new characters and other monsters to play. So, yeah. So we see some more characters that we can play as. And then, of course, we've got our more character cards as well. And look, you know what? Let's go ahead and open this one up. I'm a little excited to see what type of characters this one has that you can play as. Okay, so we've got a naturalist, a forester, a vigilante, a vicar. I assume all of these are characters. Yeah. A scholar, a protector, a knight errant, an inquisitor, and an apprentice. Okay. So a lot of interesting things there, as well as more gear and loot to find as you go through this module. All right. And then we have another stack of exploration. That's great. With these 3 together, well, hey, I think that the base game looks like it has a ton of content by itself. And hey, this one had no rules expansion. You didn't need any additional rules with this one. That's interesting. While the base game looks like it has a ton of content on its own, I'll probably be wrapped in that one for quite some time. But with these 2 expansions, it looks like I'll be able to add quite a bit to that. And there you go. That is the game Destinies. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for bearing with me going through this, and let me know what you think of the live stream, how that's working out. I know I don't have many people watching live. There's only a couple, so most of you are going to be watching this afterwards, the recorded version. But let me know what you think, and leave a comment, and leave a comment below if you're wanting me to do maybe some actual plays of this game as well. And hey, 2 videos in one night, both unboxings, no plays yet, but I'm trying to get back in the groove now that I have moved and gotten reset up and gotten an office and everything. I'm going to try doing some more videos again, different videos, different play videos, like A Touch of Evil, Myth, Madara, Obsession, all of these different games that I really like, including these new games. And hey, I'm even going to be getting in, I hope, Cthulhu Death May Die, and so maybe get a chance to play through that as well. So again, thanks for watching, and everyone have a great night, and I'll see you again when I got some more games to play. Good night, everyone, or good day, depending on where you are.